Good evening, everyone. I have Pico pacing the desk. Hope she's down. So hopefully she'll be down for a while. I hope everybody is doing well. It is the evening. I'm doing this a little bit later. I'm trying to get some orders done, so I concentrated on that this afternoon. Today we're going to make these. I don't even know what to call them. Envelope, journal card, or tag. So just like this. These were made for me. So, very pretty. And she looks like she used the back of a packaging. But this is what we're going to work on. We're going to do some of these. Okay. Alrighty. You know what's funny? I'm too hot with my sweater on and too cold with my sweater off. I can't seem to get... So I did cut some up already. It's kind of, now I won't waste these because these will all become pockets. I save these and they become, it's an easy step pocket ready to go. So I made these ones. When I first did it, I realized I wanted some longer. So my first one was a little shorter than I wanted it to be, but that's okay. Sometimes we need something short too, right? So let's go ahead and first we got to put something on the inside. Also I'm going to do here. And did I not bring a glue stick, which doesn't surprise me, right guys? It's Christina we're talking about here. So you could put a tag or a journal card in it. I did these ones with the envelopes. These are just a tag. And that's the window envelope. This time we're going to do pockets. I don't think I did those ones on air yet. Maybe I'll have to. I'm not sure if I did or not. And it's late, guys. It's about 10 o'clock. Or maybe 9:30. I don't know. I went and did Jacob's made his lunch, did his quiet time. 9:21. It's not that bad. And then I had my evening snack because I'm now because this is ripped here, I'm going to put a piece of paper along here, but normally it wouldn't matter because this would be glued down. Now I don't know, did she cover her backs? No, she didn't. So you can tell they were envelopes. I don't have really big envelopes. I guess that is about the same size. But I don't have big, like her window is much bigger than mine. So, oh well. You do what you can with what you have. I don't get many... Geez, I'm going to yawn. And I'm trying not to yawn when I'm doing these, but I'm not succeeding very well. Yes, this is a digital. I created and I'm going to use it in different ways. I'm going to put that like that for now. I just need a strip of paper really for the back. It doesn't matter the size. Just to do that. That's it. And we got to be careful. So I'm going to glue this way because if I glue that right now, I don't want that. So I'm just going to do that. There, just so that when putting things in, it won't catch that much. And I'm wondering if I should put paper on this side so things don't catch. But I might. I'm going to put something on the inside anyways. So, oh, I got an itch. Itch, itch, itch. Now you could do this two ways. I'm just looking at hers. If you wanted to, you could put an extra image in there if you wanted to. But I'm going with a plain background. It's easier, simpler. And I'm just looking for some paper to put in the back. in there. And really and truly, it's only got to be enough to cover that window. That's all it really needs to be. That's all it really needs to be. So that's what we're going to do. But I almost want it to be, I wished I had just a plain purple to go in there. I really want a plain color, and I don't know if I have plain purple. I do. I remember cleaning up some scraps off my desk. Perfect. It's a very different purple though. Poof. I think it's a little bright. I think it's a too bright for, I think, where I'm going with it, if that makes sense. I ate a big apple. I tried to change all my eating. I've got to get weight off, and so I'm being careful what I eat. So I'm a snacker, and at night is my worst. I don't know why. I could go all day without eating, but nighttime, I do eat during the day because I know I have to. But I personally could drink just tea all day and be content. I had this really pretty purple, and I was just seeing if I have a piece of it somewhere. And I didn't think about it because I did print some paper off. But you know, I didn't think about the plain side inside. Oh, did that make sense? I don't know. What do you guys think? Did it make sense? I am not sure it did. I'm sorry, my YouTube has been really bad, and I know I keep saying I'm going to get it going, but it feels as soon as I start, something happens. Boo Boo got sick, Boo Boo passed away, and I've just been an emotional mess. And I just haven't, it's not that I haven't been motivated. I'll sit and stare at my craft stuff, and I have no clue what to do. No clue. But I'm going to go ahead and thinking that might be really pretty down there. But then depending on what you put in. I could cheat, just put one big piece. Which would be the easiest thing to do, right? This is the purple I wanted. It's very light, so you feel... Okay, need to trim a little bit of that white off just to make sure. I'm going to just, that way you never worry about it being seen if you just take care of it, right? Okay, there we go. It's perfect. I'm just going to trim it here. I probably could trim it a little bit from the inside as well, because it doesn't really necessarily, you just have to make sure that is like really glued down so that your tag doesn't continuously get caught in it. But I just feel like, why waste all the paper to do the whole inside when you're not going to really see it? Now, I'm not sure how well this is going to go for me. Let's see, guys. Sometimes I have a hard time if it's not... I could have maybe opened it all the way. But I did it. I did it. Except for... I did it. I'm so impressed with myself. Now, if you're doing this journal for yourself and you decide you want this to just clip in somewhere or put into a pocket, then you could cover the back as well. So depending on how you want to use it, because this very well could be cute just sitting in a pocket as well. But I think it's cute because you can make this into a double pocket. Okay, so now we can go ahead and close this side up. And to close it properly, I'm going to trim that just a bit, just because it's a little rough. I didn't worry about it beforehand. I figured it'd be easier to do once I glue it. And then make sure that it's still glued, right? Once you trim that. I forgot to empty my garbage can. It's overflowing. I went upstairs to do Jacob's lunch. I didn't do that very well. I'm worried about that sticking. And then I didn't let this dry enough. Better part to do is just do this. Whoop. Just a second. Pika's having a hard time. Pika, are you okay, baby? She keeps looking for her sister. At night especially. Daytime, not so much. Nighttime, when it's time for bed, and cuddle time, usually they curl up together upstairs. I find at night she is a little bit worse off, but she is very clingy. She's always been one of those cats, if I go upstairs, she comes upstairs. If I go downstairs, she comes downstairs, and she usually sleeps on the couch or in my bed in the other room. But now she sleeps right beside me. And even at night, the first week, she didn't leave my bed. Wherever I was, she was beside it. Very, very close by all the time. I'm sorry, she's really... Pika! And she has good nights and bad nights. Earlier when I did a live in a group I'm in, I do a teaching on Tuesday called Technique Tuesday. And when I first turned it on, she kind of attacked me because she doesn't want my attention on anything but her. I think I want a bit of this color. I just don't know how much. Oh, my ruler's here. First couple of nights she kept looking for her. It's hard. I don't cry as much, but I do cry. Night seems to be the worst with me. And even today I took a bit of a nap and I dreamed I was playing with her. So I wished I was one of those people that could just turn things off. Okay, I cried my days. I'm done. She's gone. It's over. But that's not the way with me. Probably part of my depression, my anxiety too, doesn't help because I do all these what ifs. What if I caught it sooner? What if? I don't really want to do that. I want more of that showing. Here's my problem is deciding colors, guys. That's going to be always going to be my problem. Is deciding how much of something I want to show. So it was, I better put this in camera. And so I feel it so deep. Like we always want more time with our not just the people in our lives, but even with our fur babies. We just feel like she was only 10, so I feel like it was so soon. And it came on so suddenly. Okay. go. We got one down. Woohoo! There we go. We're trucking along. We're moving along. Da 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 da. And I might put that plain purple there, because it's just a wee little piece there. A wee little piece. But I have to put a little higher so I cover some of that brown up. And I'm going to ink that so it won't. And of course I started in purple, and my phone's doing, I really need a new arm. It has to wait till the beginning of April. March has been with my cat bills. There's just no money. Or do I want something like that right up here? I think it just looks good right here. I probably won't do it. I probably do, because I'm using pattern, I don't want to use as much. What I should do, before I do that, there's a nice little piece of music. I've got so much stuff over here I got to work on. I did all these other type of envelope things, so I have a ton of these to turn in pockets. I just need to put them up and away. But I know I thought I had music paper sitting right beside me, but if I don't, I thought I did. Yeah, it's there. Some very old. Oh. I thought I had another piece. No, I'm using that on a tag. Using that on a tag. Using that on a tag. This is so old that it's just falling apart, so it really can't be used in a journal. So I collage with this mostly, because it's so fragile, but it has that aging tape. So I think down here, I'm going to put a little music paper first. You can either tear it or use the ruler, especially this. Tearing wouldn't be hard with this. There we go. I think I kind of want just some of this old stuff. But it's not turning out the way I wanted it to. Unless I put it up here. I don't know. That thought went away. It's upside down, that's why I can't see it. Then I'll come up with this. So I'm just gonna, I think I'll do all the way up. There we go. And this still can be used on another one. Well, let's do that right now. It's a little short for there. It's perfect for there. So all I'm going to do is, because I can use it on this, so I'm just going to paper clip it there. That way it's there. Same with this. Really. I've seen something down here. It's down a little further. I don't think I'll use the whole thing, but I'm going to just tear it off there because it'll be easier to work with. But maybe I do. Maybe I do want to put that whole thing there. Or maybe not. If I do, I think I'm going to just go over here. That's it. These won't go to waste. They even can... See, I watch for this because I always miss the corners, right? There we go. Now, which way did I have this? I had it this way, right? See, I already forgotten how I was going to put it. If that... Yes, I'm already thinking about, sometimes I'm always, okay. See, and I don't like that that's showing a little in that corner. Maybe I'll go with this polka dot because I think that purple's a little too much. Oh, come on. Washi tape comes in handy. This wasn't, I don't know why with this one I have to put my glasses down. Just want to make sure I get along that edge. I've been using my washi tape more and more because I collage with it quite often. It's down. Maybe what to do to make sure that it's down. Sometimes I find with washi, just got to give it an extra press. Whoops. Well, that was kooky, Christina. There we go. And you could even, if you want it, if you need it to bring purple in, you could put some more washi in there. I love this washi too, but it's just the dark purple might be a little too much for the softness that it is right now. And then we need one more purple. Yep, I think we'll come in with that. Right along there. Whoop. Whoop. Right there. Perfect. I'm actually not overthinking it too much. I did at the beginning. Sometimes it takes me a few minutes to get a flow going. Especially lately, I couldn't craft for 2 weeks. I get a little urge here or there, but I really couldn't. And so I fussy cut. That's what I did. That's about it that I could do. This one's a little complicated to tear. There we go. Envelope done. All you have to do now is ink. And I know I brought my ink here, but I've lost everything in this pile of mess. It's normal. Not at all normal. Abnormal. And I'm moving again because I hit the desk. That's the problem with this. And I apologize, guys, every once in a while. It just wants to slide one way. And if I hit the desk or scrape or rub something, like I got to pick up the... There we go. there we go. And I see there I need to add a little glue. And I glued my finger along with it. There we go. She is done. I don't want a lot of ink, so I'm just doing a light ink. There we go. She is finished, the first part. Now, the second part is pretty easy. I have just to find the right size to go in here. That's all. I think this one is a little too small. Yep. It's just like things I collected to, and it's easier for me to flip it up. Too small. Because all my paper is just too small that I have pre-cut. Yeah. Anything bigger than those? Maybe this one. I'm not worried about the width because I can trim it. Boy, there are days when your hands don't, so I have to trim this a bit, which is no big deal. Need to trim it just a bit more, and then it's a perfect size. Maybe, yeah, just need to trim it a bit more because otherwise it's going to get stuck in there. So we'll take a little bit more off of it. There we go. Well, now let's see how bad I did that. There we go. There. Now that'll go in there nicely. Now, did she put hers all the way in? I guess so. Technically, I'm going to trim just a touch off the top. Well, if you can cut straight, that would help. There we go. Just gather that garbage up, because then I throw it into the paper pile. Now that is going to be perfect, because I'm going to put a tab on the top. So what we do, well, the other one might, there we go. First thing I'm going to do is cover it up, and you're going to notice that it's going to be seen a lot. So what I might try doing first is, sometimes this works, sometimes it doesn't. We're about to find out, because this is, sometimes I can this is where my phone might move a little. Let's see if that helps. Yep, that worked. Guess we'll just go down. I don't know why that feels so sticky. Perfect. And I'm just going to go ahead and do the other side. I'm using the walnut, so it's a little bit darker. I'm not sure like a light, the tea dye one would work or not. Probably black, the soot. Sorry guys, because I'm shaking the table. She's about to fall off. It's not expensive, the arm. I think it's like $19 or $25, but when you live off of, and I'm actually thankful because I did something I normally don't do. I did a GoFundMe, and I had some people donate towards it, and it covered almost half the cost, so that was a bit of a relief. And then I had to borrow the rest, so extra money is going to pay that off. Because first was a vet bill to see if I could fix her. And they gave her medication, but it didn't work. I'm surprised Pika's staying upstairs, which is a good sign for me. Okay. Now let's glue. Oh, this one's almost dead. This one is almost dead. Okay. Okay. There we go. The back is on. And I keep this because this is good for clusters, which is what I did with the 3 pieces so far. Sometimes if it covers too much of the words, we'll just put those pieces over here. Okay. All right. I put that in there, and then I'll lose it in there. And I know what I'm doing with that. I have this because it was supposed to be a page, and I did something wrong with it. I don't know. I think some of it got wet, or I just decided to. I'm so sorry. It'll be like that for a little bit, and in April I'll get a new one. Lord willing. Now, I have to think about this. This was not the part. I'm just going to take that bottom half off first. I'm just seeing right there to there. Okay. Okay, I think I'll be fine if I do it like that. Try to get as much from this glue stick, but as you guys all know, glue sticks prices, you're paying $5 to $10 now while we are here in Canada. This is a digital I created, and I printed an extra one for some reason. I don't know what I was thinking, and I was just like, oh, I can use it to do a nice journal card. Look, it's going to be so pretty. I love it. So let's trim that off. Let's trim that. If I did another purple one, that would be perfect. This is a little small. I'll just throw it in here. That's my small paper because I make something special with those. And what I do here is I try to make sure, see, I always miss corners. Well, it's part of it because this is getting low. So just go over the corners here. And corners take the most beating. So you want to make sure your corners are good. And I see I've got to trim that a little bit more. Easy peasy. There's so much glue on this. Just a second, just taking some of the glue off. Won't work. Why won't that work? It does not want to come off of there. It is being very tricky. There, finally. Sorry guys, I had to pull it right up to me to get it to go. Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's so pretty. And I need a tab. And I didn't bring my tab with me. I didn't think about my whale tail, but it's right there. It's not far. There we go. Oh, we won't put it away yet because we'll need it if we get a second one done. Before I do that, I have my corner rounder here. I want to corner around it. It's thick. Ooh, I tested that one out for a while. This one is from Temu, and let me tell you, for $5, that thing is amazing. I'm going to just do a quick inking. Especially because you might see white there. So then I just run it along the top like that, just so that that one's kind of dead too. I'm slowly reordering all the pads because they're dried out. Even when I put ink on the top, it doesn't absorb it anymore. It was the first one I ever bought 5 or 6 years ago. So, and don't worry, I'm going to get more life out of it. I love it. Here it looks off-centered, but I'm not worried about that. I gotta just do a little of this. A little this, a little that. Just a little touch of everything. Ba-da-ba-bum. Not that it's a song, but I don't always make songs. It's just whatever little thingies come into my... The house is so quiet right now. It's my favorite time of the night. I stay up. I don't work because of disability. So I, for some reason, more creative at night. I'm just, I guess, there we go. Love it. Perfect. Da-da-dum. Let's look at our time and see if we have time to start another one. Let's see, what are we at? Oh, we can get it started at least. We'll get it started. All right, ladies? All right. Let's put that on. Let's grab my other glue stick across on the other table. There we go. I think even it's getting low, but it's got enough to get me through now. This is, I don't throw this away because it'll be good for putting the washi over it and things like that. So I'm gonna grab, we're gonna see if we can do another color. So first thing I gotta do is I'm gonna trim up this. There we go. I'm gonna glue that. There we go. Tomorrow I've got to clean garbage tomorrow. Yes, yes, yes. On this one, I think I'm going to put the words. But I don't want this bottom part. I want it to be more words. So I'm going to tear it roughly where I think I need to. And then see how this goes. Take a little bit off. You know what? We'll just tear it like this. Easy peasy. We won't overthink it too much. There we go. And I'm going to put this over here because I can use this along the bottom here. Why don't we glue it on? I know the other ones have to be glued on, but because this is just... We'll go ahead and just glue that one on because I know that I want it there. There. And we'll just trim that. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. And I'm not doing purple again, even though I have enough here to do more purple. Hoping I have the colors I want to do. I'm hoping. Now that I wanted to do this, I think I want to use that as my image. The second one, I seen that in here, so that was my whole choice of it. Let's see what I have in colors here. I think that's a bigger piece, but we may not need all. Looking for sometimes it's easier to pull the paper out, lift it up, and look through it. Two papers are stuck, and I can't see what's underneath it, and it's driving me crazy. And I'm going into greens. I don't have a lot of that golden color or neutral. We'll have to figure out how we're going with that. Oh, let's see what I've got in this. This was a printing error. Oh yeah, I didn't like that shaded, the color on the back of it is what I didn't like. Okay, let's see what we can do here. It's two different golds. A nice chunk of it up here. I think that's what we want. Yeah, we're going to go a nice chunk up here. The reason two-sided because it ran out of ink. Well, that would have been pretty too, but that's really big. Really, really big. That make a, just do this and I can make a pocket on a page. A big long pocket. So what we're going to do, because I have to trim this up a little, I'm going to take, because I can use it in this one, I'm going to take a bit of it right now. There. Just need a little piece for that. See, this is why. See, I ran out of ink. This one is not going to be as much colors because I'm afraid with the gold tones we could overdo it. And I'm not sure I want to put music paper in it. I'm not sure of that yet. I know. Sometimes I go up a little higher and then I overlap, only because these corner parts are a little more difficult. It'll be easier if I trim that off. And I forgot to glue it shut. I better do that now. Yeah, and I'll keep that little gold piece. And I'll keep that little piece. Let's glue this shut. Do I need to clean that up a bit? Oh, we didn't even glue this in, guys. I got so anxious to decorate it, I forgot to glue that. Oop. My board is moving. It's going to be tricky using this big one. I know it. I should have made it smaller. And I still had some sticking out. That's okay. This is why my scissors get full of glue. There we go. Still worked out, guys. And I just thought a second, did I put the writing the right way? Okay. Sometimes I just put my ruler in there for a few minutes, keep that up while it dries. Run the glue over. So this is why sometimes I keep these, because there's still enough glue along the top that if I do these strips, well, then I feel like I'm getting every bit of my money's worth out of that glue. Because a lot of glue sticks go into the... There we go. There we go. Perfect. See what I have on here that I could use. Piece of that. But what I'm also thinking, okay, I can make how would I use that as a tag? right? That's also what I'm thinking. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use it as a tag. I'll probably go down to here. So we'll just do it like that, and then it'll be a small tag. I should have went down further. Hey, but that's okay. It'll still be good. So I'll save that for a tag. Because what I want is this, I think. And I think I want some of this writing. Alright, so I'm trying to lose weight, and I've set myself a goal. I've kind of been slowly getting into it March, because it's hard to change everything straight. So I haven't had, I had quit pop after Christmas. I had one for my birthday and one other time. I love pop. So the reason some people could have a little bit and then they're done with it, not me. If I have to wean myself off of it, and I only can have it on a rare occasion, because then I want to start drinking it more and more once I get the taste, especially Dr. Pepper being my favorite. Oh, ultimate favorite. So I took myself off pop. Yeah, I used to where I only had pop on the weekend, but just if I have 2 or 3, if I have a pop Friday night and Saturday night, it's a lot of sugar in there. What other color was I using on this, guys? I'm going to have to check in a set about time. And this is going to be my journal card. I'll have to trim her up a bit. Let's hope the picture goes in the right. She needs to be trimmed a little. Let's trim her up this way. Of course, I'm going to put it on cardstock. But I figured since she's here, I'll see how she looks. Okay. I'm going to lose some of that bottom, but I'm not worried about that. And then I just have to glue it onto. Perfect. Look at that. Some of it's chopped off. Nothing you can do about that. The window's only so big, right? And I already see where I have to kind of fix that pocket. That's going to be beautiful inside it. Beautiful. I'm still thinking of going with this. But what was the other gold? Wasn't there another piece of gold I wanted to use, and now I've lost it? Like, didn't I put it right beside here? I know I had that. That's the shade of gold I wanted to use. But I don't know where I put the piece, guys, and we're probably getting very close to the end, so I won't be able to finish it with you guys. Yeah, we've got 7 minutes, and I've lost that gold. But more and more, I kind of like that. It's okay, we'll overlap it up like this, and we'll put, let's just do it like this. But then I keep thinking, I like that because it's to the top. See where I have to rip it. Okay. I can change my mind quite often. Let's hope this works, girls. Now, I have a membership in, look at that, I'm pulling that off. Definitely going to have to reglue that. I have a membership in Coffee now, or Kofu. Coffee, I think, is how it's actually pronounced. And I want to keep calling it Kofu. And it's $5 a month. And of course, for anybody in the States, it would be cheaper because of the exchange. And I put all kinds of new digitals for members only in there. Sometimes people can get them because they have to buy them, but then I'll put some things that are just for members. I know I have a love kit in there. I did a digital kit and all that. So, and I wished I would have inked that beforehand. There we go. I like that there. I can still put that other piece in here without a problem. I'm thinking of putting it here. This is where I'm going to put it. And then I want, when I find the other gold, and so I have digital downloads in there as well, and different labels. And at your member, I got these really beautiful bows in there. Some of my favorite butterflies, some of my favorite flowers for members. And I try to add to it once a week at least. Sometimes it's every 2 weeks, and then I like add 3 or 4 things. Because sometimes I design things strictly for it. I just did these Polaroids that turned out so well. The Polaroids are beautiful. There's one with books, one with shabby chic. They're really, really nice. So I'll put the link below. Go check it out. Membership. That's coming together, guys. Coming together. Now, if I didn't lose that other piece of gold, I would be happy. I wonder if I just saw that and, oh, wait. No. No, I don't want to cut this. I don't want to ruin that. So I have to, I'm probably going to end up printing that other gold because it's going to be beautiful there to finish that up. That's what I'm going to do. And then I'll figure out what I'm going to put there. And I just see that I need a little more glue here. Okay. I think we've got a couple minutes, and we might turn off while we're finishing this last one up. I would just want to thank you for joining me. And please, if you don't mind, like and comment on the video. It does really, really help us YouTubers, especially, well, it helps even people who are quite large, but especially those of us that are trying to grow our YouTube channel. It really, really, really helps. I'm just going to put some darkness on this. So I just want to thank you for joining me. Have a wonderful evening. This will probably be on late, so you probably won't see it till Wednesday if you're an early birdie. And I'm just going to do this till it shuts off. I just wanted to make sure I thanked you guys for joining me and just for your continuous support. I appreciate it. Even just doing the membership at $5 a month can really help me continue to grow this channel and to continue to be with you guys. And if you can't do the $5 membership, $2, a gift of $2 is great, or just purchase a nice kit or fussy cuts. Every little bit helps. And I understand living on a budget. I live on a very strict one. This is going to be really pretty. I love this. And it does have a back on it, but I'm not worried about that. It was because it was supposed to. But I don't, even when the printer runs out of ink, I still would use of what I can out of it. Sometimes it's the whole paper, but sometimes, I originally was going to put it right at the edge, but sometimes I find it easier to make sure you get it on the cardstock like this right now with wobbly. It's easier to just kind of put it